Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name's RJ. I will be playing the poor bastard in this, getting ambushed for the second time in this day. With me is the ambushee, or ambusher, I suppose. You wanna go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello again. I am noodle or udon or pasta or whichever type of delicious food you so wish to nickname me, and I have a certain pirate mouse with quite a few questions after their few run-ins with a certain decimal.
Yeah, that's understandable. So this basically takes place immediately after the Decimal and Craig Ray FPS. Uh, to the extent that Decimal fucking leaves that FPS, walks out the alleyway, turns the corner, and there, directly in front of him, is a tiny mouse.
Correct. A tiny mouse who currently is quite purple, as opposed to times they have been seen before, which is a bit odd. Decimal probably almost doesn't recognize them at first. Might need to do a double take.
There's a pause. Then Decimal breathes in, presses his hands together against his chin, and just turns on his heel and immediately fucking takes off.
It
he's
is
he's
after him.
running.
Yep, there. That is an expeditious retreat to follow after you, sir.
Alright, well, Decimal is bonus action dashing himself, because rogues. So, Pip
Mhm.
can keep pace. So Decimal, noticing this, is immediately just gonna fucking take a swerve into the closest crowd of people. So I'm gonna roll acrobatics, see how well he manages to keep speed. Pretty
Oh
well.
boy.
Alright.
All right,
It's a fucking 19 for him.
let's see how well if Pip can keep an eye on him. Nope,
Nope.
weird. Jeez, you know what it is? It's because they're not on their perch.
Yep.
They are on ground level. This is not going so well.
Oh boy.
Uh, Decimal, wait! Can you stop running away from things?
He's not gonna bother responding. He is slipping and sliding through that crowd like nobody's business. Do you
Oh,
wanna, like, roll to see how well Pip manages to get through the crowd, or, like, they get stood on or kicked or
sure.
something?
Let's see how well they can navigate this. Oh dear. Oh, Dice Parser, please. Please do not do this to me today.
That's 12.
That's a 12.
You're not
It's
being kicked, at least.
good enough. It's good enough.
Gotten so used to being able to have someone else do the walking that you're struggling a bit.
Yeah, they're used to being, up higher. They're at this point, they're probably having just gotten into Toontown for a short stop between adventures. They've still got their sea legs. The ground doesn't move. It's hard. It's so hard.
They are very small, and they have an amount of money that I'm not familiar with. You
Not
can
as much
see
as they could.
you can see the kind of stress that they are under.
Yeah.
Goodness. Alright, well, Decimal, upon seeing that he's lost Pip a bit, is gonna try and get the fuck out. Oh shit, he's got advantage on this, I forgot about that. Oh,
Oh.
okay. Alright, well, that's, 17.
Hmm.
So... How does Pip attempt to obtain sight of this man once again?
Oh. Well, they can find him. They can. They're gonna do something neat. Pip is going to pull out their bow, which is that same. It's a lot of purple right now. A lot of purple. They haven't changed color at all. They're gonna draw back an arrow, and they're gonna try and hit Decimal with
You're
a
gonna
seeking
you're
arrow.
into
With
the
a
crowd?
They're gonna shoot straight up, and that seeking arrow will go after him.
Okay, read me out the mechanics of that.
Yeah, let me grab that. You can choose one creature you have seen in the past minute and fire an arrow that flies towards that creature, moving around corners and ignoring 3/4 cover and half cover. If the target is in range and a path is available, it must make a dexterity saving throw or take damage from the arrow, plus force damage, and you learn the target's location.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Half
Okay.
damage, and is unrevealed on success.
Alright, what's the DC?
I believe it's an 11, so it's not hard to beat.
Well, if it's an 11, then it's got an 8 on the dice and a +7, so, like, no, he's fine. Roll the damage.
Yeah. Damn. Yep, that'll be da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. How are we doing? Damage from the arrow plus 1d6. So. Oof, I'm sorry. That's 10 plus. Yeah, that's 14 points of damage.
Oh, okay, so you said it's half damage on success?
Yes, so that'll be 7.
Yikes. Alright, well, there's some startled shouts, as you fucking pull out your bow and shoot into the sky, and you you can tell that it's hit him. You can tell that it's hit him. You don't know where he is.
Yeah. Well,
That didn't work as well as
they thought.
Yeah, please go back. Pip is like, sorry. Ugh.
Alright.
That didn't work.
They're still gonna keep moving. They're gonna be like, where is he?
Does the arrow, like, turn into magic or anything, or is it just like a little fucking arrow sticking out of his shoulder now?
No, it's magic. It is. How would it look? I didn't think how this one would look. Oh dear. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, no, it's probably stays that purple. It's weird. It doesn't. It's an arrow, but it's weird and bendy and a little more like ink than solid before it vanishes.
God. Well, the good news is you can't rip it out of its shoulder if it vanishes on him, so.
You hear just a distant sorry.
He is still schmoving. He is still schmoving. I will have him reroll that stealth. Oh, it's so good that he has advantage. For him, it's bad for you.
Oh, I can do something to find him. Oh.
Dirty 20 on his stealth check there. He is schmoving out of here.
Yeah, Pip feels real bad, but at this point, their medallion is upright.
Oh, God.
I think they're going to use that to try and find him. They're going to climb up somewhere higher a little bit, get a better vantage point, and try and just find where he is and zero in on him.
Alright, okay. You can, there's plenty of buildings around for you to climb if you'd like to hop up onto the roof there.
Yeah, they probably, like, hop up onto, like, the awning of a store. They jump up on a table, onto some boxes, onto the cloth awning, and are just looking around. And still, they know what Decimal looks like. They feel so bad about it. They feel bad they accidentally hit him. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
They meant to hit him. They didn't mean to, like... They're like, They're a little frazzled. They're still adventure. They lost him.
That's so valid.
They're like, can we just not talk? Why?
God. Well,
Sorry.
Yeah, you hop up onto this awning and you're looking around. You can't see anything. And then all of a sudden, you see this golden thread that you do recognize from that horrible, horrible time, and you trace it to Decimal, and you can see him now. He's got one hand, like, pressed against his shoulder, from where the arrow hit him as he's, like, trying to, like, slip into an alleyway. You manage to catch sight of him as he turns in.
Yeah, they're gonna bounce up along a roof to drop down onto a fire escape above that alleyway they saw him duck into.
Okay.
Just a little not so obvious.
If you're attempting to be not so obvious, roll stealth.
Yeah, let's see. What is your stealth, my delightful mouse? It's probably not. That's a +3. That's not terrible. Yeah, wow, these rolls are so bad today. Oh my goodness. That's just a 12.
Okay. I have to
Oh
think now.
dear. Oh goodness.
Decimal also rolled a 12.
Oh.
For perception.
Oh.
Who wins in this instance? Which is the DC and which is the...
Yeah. I don't know. I'd say we could say kind of even, like Pip gets there, but as soon as they do, Decimal sees them.
Yeah, okay, that works. And Decimal just goes, shit, again, and again starts running away.
Please stop! Please, come on, stop! Okay, I'm sorry about the arrow. I'm really sorry. I just want to ask like one question, just one, please. Please.
They're still running after.
By this point, he like gets to the end of the alleyway and skids to a stop abruptly, and you can see there's like a brick wall at the end of this alleyway. He's slightly frazzled, turned down the wrong alleyway because he got fucking shot.
Oh, they're sorry. They're so sorry.
It's just
They're
like he like turns around, still holding his shoulder, and is like glaring at you and said, "That's exactly what your sibling said."
They like
Why wouldn't you leave
pinwheel
me
and just
alone?
skid to a stop. Pip at this point. There's no more purple. They have turned brown and their ears are like tilted back. They're like,
Wait, huh? Wait, huh? Wait, Craigery?
Yes.
What do you mean, Craigery? Wait,
There's a look of what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean, Craigery? And then the realization hits, and he just buries his head in one hand. Is like, oh, you two morons are made for each other.
well, look. Unlike the wizard, and I do feel really bad about the arrow. I will keep it to just one question. Promise?
I'll hold you to that. And he is still like eyes narrowed at you, folds his arms, taps one foot slightly. What's Pip's passive perception? Just really quick.
15.
Okay. This is actually very fitting. You do notice there's something twitching under his coat, almost like a tail would if it was hidden under a piece of fabric.
They do kind of tilt their head. Like, huh? Like, lean to the side, almost onto one foot as they're trying to get a view of that.
Very clearly notices this and pulls his coat tighter to him, glaring even harder.
Sorry. Alright. So, I mean, what are those cards that you use? Like, the whole meaning of them, the card thing you did for the kit for Gray.
Alright. He manages to hide his fucking bafflement at that question. That is not what he thought you'd ask. And he pauses for a moment, squints at you and me, and goes, do you mean my Taroka deck in general? Or do you mean that specific reading?
No, the general. I've seen people with the cards before. I mean, around, but I never asked about it or what it is, really. Things I kind of wanted to ask then, but and everything kind of happened, and yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to know.
He, like, gives a kind of, yeah, understandable head tilt at the everything happened, and then pauses for a moment, and reaches into his coat, and I need to find my fucking D10s. Why can I never find them in this goddamn box? Whatever. Cool. That's 2. He pulls out. He reaches into his jacket. I'm actually gonna roll sleight of hand for this. Fuck it. He's a showy bastard. Yeah. Okay. That's 21. He reaches into his jacket, and then with a flourish, he pulls out, unfolds, and sets up in a single sweeping motion a little folding table, complete with a red black tablecloth and the Taroka deck in the center of the table, face down. And I have to grab my fucking cards for this because I somehow didn't plan for this. It's so good.
Of all the questions, you'd think, does this have to do with the fates? Does it have to do with the medallion? No. What's your fancy card tricks, Decimal?
Yeah, basically. They were on the other side of my room. Okay. Yeah, he grabs, he sets everything out, gestures for you to come stand next to the table, picks up the deck and begins shuffling, and goes, this deck is, it's a Taroka deck. It is a set of cards that one can use to divine the future. Or a future.
Right. So, how does it work? You make a shape with the cards? I really don't. I don't know a lot about this, and it feels kind of silly to not, because everybody else knows this stuff, and the magics and divining, that's a more magic-y thing. Look, I don't want to be the only one out of the loop here.
Understandable. Knowledge does have power, after all.
Yeah.
The Taroka deck itself is not inherently magical. When it is in the hands of a trained user, oftentimes it can tell a person what they want to hear. That is the trick to fortune telling. You read whomever you are doing a reading for, figure out what they want to know, and then reveal
Well,
it.
then isn't it a scam if you're just telling them what they want to hear?
That's when the trick comes in.
Uh-huh.
For certain charlatans, it is just a mere scam. They are simply very talented at reading people. However, mine have always been fairly accurate, certain exceptions aside.
Because of the fates thing.
And
Yes.
Pip is
At least I
kinda-
believe so.
yeah, Pip adjusts their bandana a little bit with the medallion hanging around it.
Yeah, and Decimal, looks like he's bitten into a lemon for a brief second, and then just goes, yes, at least I believe so.
Ah. So then how's it different? How is yours is accurate, so it goes into fate stuff? Do you give out huh? So I kind of get this. Okay.
And they've been kind of half hanging off the edge of the table. They just kind of hopped up. They're not actually on the table. But now they climb up and they look down at the cards.
They're like, so you watch the person and you listen to whatever weird forces, strings. I don't know how the fate things work. I don't want to know about. Ugh. No more. That was enough. Enough with the picnic.
Oh, language, little mouse.
This is the exceptions. There's that one gets exceptions.
He is laughing at Pip now.
Yeah. Laugh it up. All right. So this you do your fate thing, and then it what? You pick the cards. They pick the cards. How? I've seen it where people have to touch the cards, choose a card, or you lay the cards out. Like, if I wanted to get one right now, how would it?
Well, would you like me to do a reading for you?
Is it gonna start anything weird like the last time?
That one was outside interference.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright. Do you have a particular question in mind? If you don't, that's fine as well. I can just give you a general reading. But if you have a specific question or a specific action you are thinking of performing, I can give you a reading about that too.
Well, I guess in general. I mean, if I find out what's gonna happen on an adventure, then it's kind of less adventure-y. You get, like spoilers for the adventure. And then it's not as fun, I guess. And in general thing. Sure.
You misunderstand slightly. The cards do not give specifics, not in the way that you're thinking. They're not going to tell you this exact action will happen at this exact time in this exact place. No, it's how do I explain this? And he as he's saying this, he's putting out the cards, and I have to make sure that I'm getting this order correct.
Are they face up or face down?
He has the deck in one hand, and he's laying these cards. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Whoops! All face cards. Okay.
Oh wow.
It's an entirely high deck read. God damn it. He's got the deck in one hand. And he's laying these cards down, face up, and I'm actually gonna grab the images for these. As soon as I remember which ones these are, because I have a specific set for these. Where the fuck is the thing that I need? There it is. Okay.
Fine, we're getting all face cards. This is great.
Whoops!
This is
all
great.
face cards.
The Fates have looked down at Pip and they're like, you.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Let me grab up the motherfucking I have like a whole fucking template for when I do readings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay, so he lays out the cards. And the first card is this one that I will be spoilering because it's covered in eyeballs.
Oh, if this is the one I think it is. This is Decimal's card, isn't it?
Yeah, baby. This is
Yeah.
the Seer. The Seer
Yes.
is the first card revealed.
Mhm.
The next card, that one is okay. Is this one? It's the Raven.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The next card could be really fitting if it's the thing that I think it is. Oh, whoops, wrong way around. Actually, the Seer is not the first card drawn. It's actually the Broken One. The Broken One is the first card drawn.
Oh!
Which, I have concerns, Pip.
Oh dear.
That's the first card that is drawn, actually.
Yep. Oh. That's lovely. For the record, as these cards are being unveiled, Pip is like looking at both sides of their medallion like, do I make sense of this? No, they don't match. They figure, okay, bad things happen on the one side, they've noticed. The other side, good things kind of happen. None of the cards are the bad side card. So that's probably okay.
That's the third card, the Artifact. The fourth card is the Seer. And the fifth card is... What's the fifth card? Diamonds is... Oh, the Innocent. How nice. How pleasant.
Oh boy.
I'm also spoiling this one because it's looking directly at the camera.
Yep.
Okay. That's that one. So he lays out these cards and he just looks at it for a moment and sighs. It's like, of course.
Huh? So none of these match mine.
No, yours is, and he does actually quickly take a shuffle through the deck, and pulls out, uh, uh, he pulls out, as soon as I can find it, where the fuck is it? You had the thief, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he pulls out this card. So many fucking tabs open now. This is your card. 7 of coins.
Yeah, that one has the number. Yeah. Is that one bad? That one's not bad, right?
Well, it's one of the common deck. It's one of the suit of coins. Coins being avarice and the desire for personal material gain. Gluttony, lust, obsession. Can represent accumulation of wealth for a charity or just cause. It can also represent the worst aspects of greed. Your card specifically, the 7 of coins, represents, well, literal thieves, those who steal and burgle. It can also
that's
represent...
fitting.
It can also represent a loss. Property, beauty, innocence, friendship, reputation.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, yep,
Pip is slightly cutting him off, like, yep, we get it, we saw, we are not talking about, we have that, Decimal knows exactly why Pip is getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, baby!
Pip is shoving that back into a box. We're putting the box away. We don't see the box.
Well, you did ask.
We understand.
Yeah, yep.
Either way.
Okay.
So, the general state reading reads as follows. You start with the center card. The center card represents the subject, in this case, you.
Yeah.
This is the broken one. Now, normally, when you do a reading, you read in the context of the high deck cards. These are all high deck cards.
Is that a bad thing?
It can be. It can also be a good thing. It entirely depends on what the cards are important for.
Okay.
So, the broken one. It represents defeat, failure, and despair. Loss of something or someone important, without which you feel incomplete. And he is just eyeballing you.
It's like looking away. Just
okay. Yep. Next one. Mm-hmm.
The next card is a relevant past detail. Something that has come up in the past that will probably come up again, or at the very least have an effect on what will happen in the future.
Okay.
Your card for the past is the Raven. A hidden source of information, a fortunate turn of events, or a secret potential for good.
So, alright. New sources of info to find stuff.
Potentially.
Hopefully.
It could also represent a previous good fortune that is now becoming even more important.
Huh. Well, I could think of a few of those.
The next card is the opposition. This is someone who will... someone or something, I should say. Something that opposes you. Anything from an active enemy to a potential setback to any other miscellaneous bad thing that could happen. In this case, interestingly, it's the artifact. This always represents an item.
It's a head in a jar.
Very astute.
Do I need to look out for heads in jars?
No, it's not the literal depiction on the card. It's what it means that is important. The artifact represents the importance of an object that must be obtained, protected, or destroyed, no matter what. I suspect you can think of a couple of things like that.
They look down quite obviously at the medallion.
That would be the obvious choice.
So, can they be? I mean, I threw it off the ship a few times and kind of left it in a volcano, and it came back. It it always comes back. How do you?
It's 9. He reaches into his own pocket, or reaches into his jacket, sorry, and pulls out his own pendant with very ginger movements, holding it, like pinching it by the chain. And you'll notice it's reversed. Like you said,
Yeah, they both have reversed. This is fine.
Yeah. It's great. We love it. He's like very gingerly holding it and goes, the only potential thing that I can think of is perhaps some kind of curse breaker. From what your sibling has discovered, and he will put it back again before it can do anything to him, from what your sibling has discovered, things are nigh indestructible.
Yeah. Right. So, curse breaker. Well, I mean, I figure we're already looking into that sort of stuff for Hugh. I mean, wait. Don't you hang around the kid? You were nicer to him when we were all around. I mean, you ran away from me. I assume from Gregory as well.
I ran from everyone. You're not special.
Well, then what makes Hugh special?
You won't leave me alone. And you can see the consternation on his face. One eyebrow is twitching. His eyes have narrowed as he kind of glares at nothing.
Pip slowly starts to get like a knife cat expression.
Like,
Finish that sentence, and I will tell you in half.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying a word, Decimal.
Your next card is your possible future. It's the Seer, which is my card.
Oh, no.
I'm not fond of this either. It is entirely possible it means something entirely different. The actual meaning of the card is inspiration and keen intellect, a potential future event, the outcome of which will hinge on a clever mind. It's entirely possible that it doesn't refer to me specifically, it just refers to a potential event.
Yeah, but it's your card. And look, coincidences happen. This one's a little funny.
And the thief is your card, yet you do not show up in every future that card predicts. What is your point?
I don't know. Weird stuff with these cards happens. We might run into each other again. Who knows? Maybe it has to do with these coins. You're the one who knew more stuff than the rest of us. If that artifact thing, if it's related to the coin, then, I mean, we're gonna need your help. Probably. You're stuck with one. I mean, it's not like you want to go carrying around a cursed thing that you can't get rid of. That's not good.
Hey, roll insight.
Oh, Pip. Oh, let's see. Will you roll well? Yeah, we're not rolling above a 10 today, boys.
Alright, so Pip doesn't get this, but for the sake of the audience, as Pip was saying that, Decimal's hand had strayed to the collar of his shirt, underneath which is the armor, which he's kind of like tapping on absently. Which, if you don't know, is cursed, and he can't take it off. And he willingly put this stuff on.
Yeah. Oh, Decimal. Oh, Decimal.
He's already got like 3 curses, it's fine.
Yeah. He's going for curse bingo.
Yeah.
Nah. You got that. And, well, this one, I mean, it's good, but it's also tied to, that one. I don't... You say their name, it's like, bleh.
Rikishi.
Don't say, don't.
I
We don't
don't
talk.
think this is a taboo name situation.
Oh. I mean, there was this string earlier, the gold string. I saw it again, and it came back, and
What
it's
gold string?
the one that let me find you.
Did you use the pendant?
Maybe.
He's got a look on his face like he thinks you're a giant fucking moron, but isn't gonna say anything.
No, Pip's ears are down. They're looking a little sheepish.
I mean, it worked really well. It worked in the mall. Like, I got to steal all the candy from the store. It works really good.
He is pinching the bridge of his nose with one hand. As you just keep digging this hole deeper and deeper. You want a shovel?
They've got a shovel somewhere in their hammer space.
Look, okay, I get it. It's bad. I shouldn't use the cursed pendant. Okay. I'm just gonna stop here. I don't
Wise
need
plan.
to dig a very deep hole. What?
Wise plan. Your final card is a potential ally, friend, or boon.
Oh,
This card is the innocent, a being of great importance whose life is in danger.
what?
They may be helpless or simply unaware of the peril.
And could be somebody I do or don't know.
Yes, it could be somebody you don't know, it could be somebody you've never met, it could be somebody you know very well.
Huh.
If you would like, I can draw another card. Try and get a more specific meaning.
Yeah, with that one? Yeah. If someone's in danger, yeah. That can't be let to stand.
Right. Alright, what's this one? This one's a common deck card. That's neat. Wait, hold on, this is kind of perfect.
Oh no. Oh dear, what card is this? What card have you drawn, RJ? RJ, what card have you drawn? I have a terrible suspicion. What is this card?
This is the Eight of Stars. I'm just getting the picture. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Eight of Stars. This is the Necromancer.
Huh?
I will tell you why it's kind of perfect in a second. This is what it looks like. Once again, spoiled for looking directly at the camera. He pulls it out and puts it next to it, next to the other card, and goes, the Necromancer, the Eight of Stars. The suit of stars itself, desire for personal power and control over things beyond the ken of mortals. Suit of mages, sages, intellectuals.
Like Gregory's pendant.
Yes. Gregory, if I remember correctly, had the Evoker, which is the Six of Stars, and he will dig through the suit again and grab that one.
Yeah.
Nope, that's number 5. This is number 6. Here we go. Pulls that out, puts that aside on the table, and goes, the Necromancer is of a similar meaning to the Evoker.
Uh-huh.
It represents unnatural events and unhealthy obsessions, those who follow a destructive path.
It tilts their head trying to think who this could relate to, if anyone that they know of.
Huh.
They're a little concerned because this is the same suit as Gregory's. They're like, but necromancer and just that doesn't sound right. Oh dear.
It's likely not supposed to be a literal interpretation.
Yeah. So this is somebody. If I'm getting this right, this is somebody whose life is in danger that they don't recognize it, and it's in danger because they're looking for power, something that they don't realize is
Well,
too strong.
that is a potential explanation.
Hmm.
The explanation that I am seeing right here is this is someone who, willingly or otherwise, knowingly or otherwise, has caused a great deal of destruction, whose life is now in danger because of that.
Hmm.
Sidebar, really quick, out of character.
Mhm.
Does this take place before or after Terminal Velocity 2?
Probably before. I think it's before.
Alright, cool.
Oh boy.
This is
little.
this is almost a perfect rating for that game.
Yeah, this is ironic. This is very ironic.
Oh boy, the card strike again! I think
Pip,
Optimal lets
consistently
Pip ponder
confused
a
by
bit.
cheese, thinks after that game back to this reading, and they're like, "Oh, are you kidding me?"
Yeah, that's what's gonna let Pip ponder over the cards for another couple moments and then sweep them all back into the deck and shuffle it again.
Well, there's nothing else to do with the cards with that, right?
What do you mean?
Like, that's it. That's the thing. There's no poof, no sudden understanding. Just a here's this. Here's how it could happen. Go like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Oftentimes, the understanding of the portent will come during or after the event.
Huh. All right. Well, this leaves more questions, but I promise I'm try to be a mouse of my word. So, answered my question. Thank you.
He just sighs in a very put upon way and rolls a hand at you and says, "Go on, ask your questions."
Is it? I mean, it's not so much. It's why those cards? I mean, yeah, the meaning made sense for mine, and I guess the others make sense in their own way, in ways that I don't know. I don't know all these meanings. How do you even memorize all this? Does it just like take forever, or when you got all fate-y, did it just instantly you understand it all?
I mean, I have been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
I've been working with cards since I came into existence. Granted, I've not been working with these cards for that long, but
So that's why you can throw them real good, yeah?
And they as they mime it, they press to digitation, like the effect of throwing a card.
Like that. And you almost hit the big bad. That would have been really cool. That's a shame it didn't work.
roll insight.
Oh boy.
I'll let you have
Hey,
advantage.
Dice Parser, you want to be nice and let me roll above a 10?
I'll let you have advantage on this one. 21!
We'll see if we get better than that.
21!
We'll take the 21.
So, as you're saying this, you mime the throwing of the card and look back at him. And he's got kind of a strange expression on his face. The best way I can think to describe it is nostalgic, but in a trauma way.
Oh.
And he just goes, not quite.
No? Not like that?
No.
That's a different skill? Oh.
That's something I picked up in high school.
Oh. Could you teach how to throw cards like that?
I could teach you how to throw a card. I have not yet met anyone who can do the same effects that I am capable of. I suspect that
So-
might be...
If I wanted to be able to throw a card and hit somebody in the face,
You'd be able to hit them in the face with a card.
maybe use it to start a tavern fight.
Potentially? I don't know how everyone would react to being hit in the face with a regular card. Mine tend to go magical.
You haven't been in the
whatever, like,
taverns around Buccaneer Bay. Anything can start a fight, but you get points for doing it. Cool.
Right. Well, in that case, yes, I could teach you how to throw a card.
Cool.
They like wait a minute. They're like excited. They're gearing up. They're ready to go. They're like, wait, hold on. That's probably. Do they have time?
Next time. Because
Sure.
you probably have busy things.
Well, I had planned to do some work, but and he looks up, and by this point it's probably about midday.
Yeah.
Well, you and your sibling have successfully waylaid me.
To be fair, we didn't plan it.
Like I said, you two morons are made for each other.
Eh. Morons are debatable.
It's really not. You might have a better sense of common sense than your sibling, but you are
Thank you.
just as dumb as he is.
Well.
You
Yeah.
shot me in the shoulder to try
Yeah,
and figure out
I'm
where I was.
sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I panicked a little. Instincts not good. Not good.
He just looks at you like, what kind of fucking instincts are those?
Look, it's the most soft things. I've fallen down a few holes and just shoot the arrow and it goes and it hits where I need it to, and then I can scramble up on a rope tied to it, usually. It works pretty well. Okay. Look, I got myself out of a few scrapes relying on that.
He
The
massages.
world is very difficult when you are small.
He massages his temples and is just like, I'm not going to ask. I've decided that I don't care for the sake of my own sanity.
Yeah, probably not.
He takes this moment to... I'm rolling sleight of hand again. Ugh. Okay. Not as much flourish as the first time around, but he swipes everything up in one hand, folds the table up, folds the tablecloth, shoves it all in his jacket. And the cards are still in his hand. You don't know how he did that with one hand, but he did. So.
Talent.
Yeah, sheer talent.
Definitely. Absolutely. Pip hops off the table and
Ugh. Stretches a bit. Well, guess I gotta be on the lookout for somebody that's done something. And these medallions, ugh. How do you make it not do the bad thing? Sorry, that was another question. Sorry.
It's fine, I did say you could ask. I don't know. Aside from just letting it do whatever it wants to.
Well, that's not comforting, Decimal.
You think I like it any more than you do?
No, but I was kinda banking on the idea that you'd know more about it.
At this point, I'm fairly certain Gregory and Hugh know more than I do.
Eh,
There is a little bit of a bitter edge to that he's not hiding.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't go looking, you might never know. Well,
If you don't go
okay.
looking, you can live in the bliss of ignorance.
Ignorance is great until it comes and smacks you.
You would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Thanks. Great. Good talk. But seriously, we gotta know, and nobody else should go through that or anything like that, so check crates, stuff like that.
They're just pulling a face. They're very honest right now, and even if they were trying to hide things, their color edges a bit towards that sickly green for a minute before snapping back to that weird. It's gone. It was brown for a while, and now it's back to purple. And it's weird. They change like one of those fiber optic lights. Just a continual changing right now. Like, there are points where they seem to be more in control of it. Like, right now, where Decimal can see them, like, notice that, like, the edge of their bandana is turning a little green, and they shake their head, and it goes to purple.
Ugh. So, I need to go and stock up on some gifts since I'm in town. I gotta go see how the kid's doing.
Well, don't let
Maybe
me
I'll
stop you.
see you there. What?
He just said, well, don't let me stop you. And then,
Yeah.
like, I was gonna have him roll deception for this. I'm gonna see if he bums this roll. He does not. Okay. He almost pulled a face, avoided doing so just in time.
We'll see. You never know. You said he doesn't leave you alone. Maybe this time I'll plan with Gregory and we'll come back with an even longer sheet of questions.
Ugh. Spare me.
Nah.
Well, if you do ever come looking, don't fucking shoot me again.
How about you don't run away? You see, it's a conversation. It happens. It's good. I respect the one question rule until it's said okay. And conversations, they're good. They're cool. Nothing bad happened. That was great. Fantastic.
Because ambushing me as I'm walking out of an alleyway is the perfect way to get my attention.
To be fair, you almost stepped on me. So I was looking for. I didn't.
In the middle of the thoroughfare. You're like 3 feet tall.
I'm 1.5.
That just proves my point further.
Well, look. Normally I got a perch. A little weird, or I'm up on the rigging of a ship, and then I don't need to worry about it.
He just kind of murmurs, "Oh my god," under his breath, and just starts walking away.
Okay, good talk. Don't do anything bad. Okay, good luck.
Run off and find your gifts.
Pip is scurrying back up onto the roof because, yeah, point taken. Clearly they are not doing so hot on the ground. And immediately they go up to the roof and then just
how not to talk to
face palm. They're like, I had a plan. That did not go. I have been at sea too long. How do I
Plan does never survive first contact with the enemy, Pip.
But they will scamper and scurry off in search of new loot and gifts.
So
And
this
Decimal
why
is
they were
left
running
alone.
late.
Precisely. That's why they got a little flustered at the start. And I think with that, camera can pull way out, and we can call this a wrap.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much for indulging me.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, listeners, as well.
Awesome. Alright. Well, say goodbye for the recording, I suppose.
Farewell, everyone.
Bye.